In this video, I'll be giving you a high-level overview of the fields in DataBlaze and how they work. Before we jump into the details, here's a practical example of what DataBlaze can do. This is a table where a group of foodies is logging their experiences on the hottest restaurants in town. At first glance, DataBlaze tables look a lot like spreadsheets, with cells organized in rows and columns. But tables can do a lot more. Rows represent a single data entity, in this case a restaurant visit. Columns, or fields as we call them, represent the properties of those entities. So here we have the date of the visit, the total price, the number of diners, and so on. To make the process simpler, I can create a form view for this table and share the link with the group so they can fill it out every time they want to record a visit. Notice how the columns are now presented as fields within the form. And whenever someone submits a response, it is automatically added to the table. Inside my restaurant space, there's also another table that is linked to the first one. Tables can have multiple views. For this particular view, I only want to see the basic restaurant details, such as the restaurant name, address, cuisine, and ambience. All the other fields are hidden. This next view shows a number of fields that are linked to the entries in the first table. So this field shows the date for every visit recorded for that restaurant. This field counts the number of visits. And here I have a field that calculates the average price per person across all the visits. All of these fields are filled in automatically, and they are updated automatically every time someone fills in the form. Now, let's have a look at the first group of fields which are used for inputting different kinds of text. Single-line text needs no explanation. Long text can handle multiple lines and paragraphs of text. The number field is for handling and formatting numbers exclusively. The URL, email, and phone fields will turn their cell contents into clickable links that will launch your operating system's default browser, email client, or voice calling app respectively. The number, URL, email, and phone number fields will only accept content that matches the required format, helping you to keep your data streamlined and error-free. Date fields include a date picker, as well as fields that automatically record when the row was created and when it was last modified. You can also format these dates as required. Next, we have selection fields. There are single and multiple choice drop-down menus, a rating field, and a toggle field, all with their respective customizations. Now, let's have a look at the remaining fields. The file field allows you to upload files to your table items. If you upload an image, it can be used as a cover in the gallery view. The link table field makes it possible to dynamically link tables within the same space. Here, I have a table for my client list, a table for my services, and a table with invoices. Let's create a link table field to bring in the data from my client list. I only want the field to show up in my invoices table, so I'm turning this option off for now. Next, I need the client's address for my invoice. For this, I can use the lookup field, which references the item I picked in my link table field and gives me the contents of my chosen field for that item, in this case, the address. So, if I choose a different client, the address changes accordingly. Since this is an invoice, we also need a list of services purchased as well as the total price. Let's start by creating another linked table field for services. Next, I'm creating a rollup field. Like the lookup field, the rollup field also references the contents of linked tables. But rather than just show the data, the rollup field is used to perform mathematical functions. Once again, the link is dynamic and will change in real time based on the items I choose in the corresponding linked field. There are many other functions available in the rollup field. You can learn more about them on our help site. Now, let's look at the formula field. If you've ever used other spreadsheet or database apps, this field may look familiar. The formula field offers an extensive list of commands and functions for manipulating the data in your DataBlaze tables. Here's a simple example using a formula with conditional logic to insert the installation fee. If the price is less than this value, an installation fee is included. Otherwise, the installation fee is set to 0. Now I can create one more formula field to calculate the invoice total, which is the original price plus the installation fee. Once again, the formula field is covered extensively on the help site. The count field is simple. It counts the number of items in a linked table field. If you're on a DataBlaze business plan, you'll also see a field called Collaborators. This field allows you to tag one or more members of your DataBlaze organization. Internally, we use this field extensively as part of our project management process, assigning tasks, scheduling follow-ups, and even generating detailed progress reports. On a final note, DataBlaze and DataBlaze can be used together to achieve even more powerful workflows. Your DataBlaze snippets can read from your DataBlaze tables, as well as update existing entries or create new ones. You can learn more about how to use DataBlaze and DataBlaze together in another video. For a more in-depth explanation of how DataBlaze works, please check out our help site. There's also a gallery section with ready-made DataBlaze templates to get you started. And if you need additional help, email us at support@blaze.today and join our community.